Hey, how's it going? So let's get this out of the way first. I am not here to talk shit about Alesis. I love the Vortex Wireless 2. Actually, I think it's a great controller, and that's why I've owned two of them. I even have an unboxing video where I show you everything it comes with, and I go through all of its controls, explaining in detail what they can do. So, if you want to check that out, here's the video. But before you go ahead and buy one, I think you should probably get the full picture, as there are some issues connected with it as well. And so I just want you guys to make an informed decision is all. So here's my experience with my two Vortex controllers. So the first one I purchased the spring of 2020. So, not even 2 years ago. I was super happy with it. I recorded a ton of videos with it. But about 6 months in, it started to behave very weirdly. So you probably know that all keyboards really come with a pitch bend wheel, which you can use to transpose whatever notes you're playing up or down by a certain amount. What the Vortex started doing is it would send some pitch bend MIDI messages at random without me even touching the pitch wheel. So have a look at the display. The display is showing the pitch bend value, right? So a value of 64 would be central, neutral position, which is where it should be, right? Because I'm not touching the wheel. But as you can see, those numbers are jumping up and down completely randomly, right? So that is a big problem, both in the studio and live. Now in the studio, it's more of a nuisance because you can still record whatever you need to record. You just have to factor in some extra time to edit out all those weird pitch bend messages you just recorded without intending to once you're done. And it's not as easy as going for a select all delete kind of approach, because you're probably using the pitch bend wheel as well, right? So there are some of those pitch bend messages which you actually wanted to record, so you need to go through all of them separately. It's just a tedious process, okay? But you can get your clean recording at the end of the day. But when you're playing live, there really is no solution to this, right? Random pitch changes are just gonna happen as you play, and you don't have any control over them, and it's gonna mess up your performance badly. So big problem. I immediately got in touch with the customer service of the reseller I purchased it from, which happens to be Thomann, which is the biggest music store we have here in Europe. It's a German company, so I reached out to them and they replied very quickly, either on the same day or on the next working day, which is great. And they sent me a shipping label. All I had to do was I had to pack back the unit into the original box and slap the shipping label on it, send it back to them at no further cost to me, which is great. And they kept it for about a month or so, a month plus, I would say, which is annoying, of course, but it's to be expected. This was, with COVID and everything, it's an okay delay. I could live with that. So I waited for about a little more than a month, and then they sent it back to me, and it was working, just fine. So I was happy. I was able to record a couple more videos, but within a month, maybe even less, maybe it was just a couple weeks, but certainly not more than a month, that same pitch issue started to surface again. So pretty annoying. So same thing as before, they sent me the shipping label, I sent the item back to them, waited for a little longer than a month, and then it came back again. And it worked right out of the box, but this time it didn't even last for a week. So within the first week, it started having those issues again. So I was pretty annoyed at this point. They were very professional in that they admitted, okay, listen, we tried, we thought it could work, but clearly it doesn't. So why don't you just send it back to us and we'll give you back your money. And so that's what I did, and the money was refunded back to my banking account within a couple of days. So, terrible experience in terms of me not being able to have a keytar for almost 3 months, but they gave me back my money and they paid for shipping as well. So I think they handled it in the best possible way, but the outcome wasn't, of course, ideal. So here I was, I needed to purchase a new controller. So here's what I thought. Number one, my playing style had pretty much adapted to the Vortex. So without going into too much detail, again, let me redirect you to that first video I was talking about at the beginning if you want an in-depth explanation of the controls. But there is a touch strip on the Vortex. But the cool thing is you can assign it to 3 different functions. So I was using it to get a vibrato effect, but also to sync my oscillators and to control the amount of feedback on my virtual amp as well. So, I got so used to using all 3 of those functions during my soloing to spice it up a bit that I didn't really want to give that up, right? Plus, there was always a chance that I just had gotten really unlucky with my first purchase. I was checking on YouTube and I couldn't find any other video of people complaining about that same issue that I had. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna purchase another Vortex. The special red edition, of course, because it just looks awesome. Unfortunately, and you're gonna understand in a second why I'm calling this a very unfortunate thing, but it wasn't available on Thomann. I mean, it was available for pre-order, but it would have taken some extra months. And at this point, I wasn't really keen on waiting any longer, so I decided to look for it elsewhere, and I found a small local music store somewhere in southern Italy that listed the item on eBay, so I went ahead and purchased it from them, and so within a couple of days it arrived. So here I was with my brand new MIDI controller. I was having a ball, recorded a bunch of new videos. Everything was working great until, you guessed it, 6 months from the moment I got the controller. Exact same timing, 6 months in, that exact same pitch issue surfaced again. I couldn't believe it, and to make things even worse, this time around, the customer service I had to deal with was nowhere near as good as Thomann's, right? So first off, I contacted In Music Brands directly. That's kind of the umbrella company that owns Alesis and a bunch of other manufacturers. So they have this section on their website where you can open a support ticket and, give them your serial number, proof of purchase, detailed explanation of the issue, and maybe even upload a video to show it to them. And then you get back this automatic reply confirming that they have received your message, right? Which, as you can see, I received on the 15th of October. And the actual reply came 1 week later. So already compare that to Thomann, where they would reply maybe even on the same day. Not as good, right? And have a look at this reply. Not very useful, not very helpful. So not a good start. Not off to a good start here. So anyways, I contacted the store. I purchased it from directly, and after a bit of back and forth, they agreed to have the unit repaired by a service center, but they wouldn't pay for any shipping costs. So I had to send it back at my own expenses, which is kind of not that cool either, right? So nearly not as good of a customer service experience this time around. And here I am, as you can see, no keytar. It's somewhere in southern Italy right now. So I guess I just have to wait for them to either send back the repaired unit or a new one in exchange for it. Anyways, that has been my experience so far. And again, I'm not here to bash on Alesis. I love this controller. I really wanted to love it. And I still think feature-wise, in terms of design and layout, it's just fantastic, right? But I wanted you guys to get the full picture and know that, there might be a risk. Now, the one piece of advice that I would like to submit to you is, if you decide to go ahead and buy it, which again is a perfectly fine decision, it's a great controller, please do yourself a favor and make sure that you purchase it from a store with a great customer service, okay? One where they reply quickly to emails and don't charge you extra for any shipping costs if you need to send the unit back. Just save yourself some trouble and don't make the same mistake I did with my second purchase. I sure am regretting it at this point, but yeah, it is what it is. So that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that whatever you end up doing, be it purchasing this unit or maybe not, this video helped you make an informed decision. And if you are a Vortex Wireless 2 owner, then please by all means share your experience with me. I want to know, did you have any issues? Maybe the same issue that I had or something different even. Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious. And if you just purchased one as well, or if you're going to purchase one in the future, maybe let me know a couple months in if everything is still okay, or if you're having some troubles with your unit as well. Again, I'm really curious. I really want to know if I'm just super unlucky with the 2 ones I got, or if it's maybe more of a common problem, which simply isn't being talked about very much, right? So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.